There is a specific kind of silence that kills the spirit. It's not the silence of peace, it's the silence of indifference. Psychology tells us that hate is not the opposite of love. Have you ever noticed this strange pattern? The more quiet, understanding, and low maintenance you are, the more people seem to forget you exist. You don't get fought for, you don't get checked on, you don't get chosen first. When you are emotionally ignored, you are taught a dark lesson, that your needs are a burden, and your existence is optional. If you've ever felt like a ghost in your own home, you aren't just quiet, you are surviving. These are the 3 laws of being emotionally ignored, and once you see them, you can't unsee them. To understand why this cuts so deep, we have to look at law number 1, the law of subtraction. Being ignored is trauma by omission. Imagine a plant. If you pour poison on it, the damage is obvious, but if you simply never water it, it looks fine for a while until it quietly wilts from the inside. This forces you into law number 2, the law of performance. If your natural self is ignored, you learn that needing less makes you safer. You become the easy friend, the perfect kid. You aren't being independent because you want to be. You are being independent because you have no other choice. It's called hyper-independence. You learn that love is a transaction. I am only safe if I am useful or invisible. Finally, law number 3, the law of signals. Humans are wired to respond to signals, not silence. Pain that is visible gets addressed. Pain that is hidden gets missed. After reaching out enough times and getting no response, your brain makes a calculation. Asking hurts more than staying quiet. So you stop signaling. You stop expecting. You stop inviting care, not because you don't matter, but because you've taught the world that you don't need to be noticed. What happens when that low-maintenance child grows up? They become the invisible adult. In your friendships, you become the unpaid therapist. You are the listener, the fixer, the rock. You carry everyone's emotional baggage because you believe that is the rent you must pay to stay in their lives. In your career, it's the same. You do excellent work in silence, you stay late, you solve problems, but promotions go to louder voices. Credit goes elsewhere. You tell yourself, I don't want attention anyway, but that's not true. You don't want attention, you want recognition. To feel seen without having to beg for it. The cruelest part? Being emotionally ignored long enough teaches you to ignore yourself. You start minimizing your own emotions automatically. You tell yourself, others have it worse. But unmet needs don't disappear. They turn inward into numbness, resentment, and a deep, soul-level fatigue. You feel lonely not because you are alone, but because you are hiding in plain sight. If this feels like a mirror of your life, take a breath. It is heavy to carry the weight of being unseen. Healing doesn't start with being louder or suddenly demanding more. It starts with self-recognition. Before asking the world to see you, you have to stop dismissing yourself. Notice when you say, I'm fine, out of habit. That moment is where change begins. Then, try low-risk signaling. You don't need a dramatic confrontation. You just need one honest sentence. Honestly, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed today. The people capable of showing up will, and the ones who disappear, they were only comfortable with the version of you that needed nothing. That's not a loss, that's information. You spent years learning how to be invisible to stay safe. Now you have to learn how to be seen to be happy. If this resonated with you, you aren't a ghost, you aren't a burden. You are simply a person who is ready to be known. I'd love to hear your story in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.